Welcome back to some more Oriental Empires, playing as the Han, trying to expand our little fledgling empire over here. We have our settler en route to take the Rhinoceriches lands over there, and we also need to fetch one to go over here for the gold and riches. That is near the coast, or when I say coast, I mean near the river. And it's a big river, I assume, the big river in China where, well, at least a lot of the civilization centered around in the early days. Though don't quote me on that, I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to Chinese history, even though it's pretty cool. I tried to learn it once and just tried to read about various Chinese history, but as you say, there's a lot of it, and it gets quite confusing with all the names. I assume it's almost like trying to read the Silmarillion, which is a pretty bad example for me since I've read the Silmarillion about 5 times by now. Actually, I think I read it more than the actual Lord of the Rings trilogy. We have a farm done in Zhongchai, and that's all. But hopefully the population now can increase again, because it was a long time since, and they can probably just head on over and take over more farmland. The problem with taking this area over here and the gold that is associated with it is that there's not a lot of farmland, so we'll probably have to be placed over here, which is a pretty good location, I must admit. So I am tempted to do that. I just want to be able to recruit another settler. This one is 2 turns away from reaching. I think I will place him over here. Or maybe over here. Or maybe, maybe over here actually. It will give me, probably could reach the mulberry over here as well. Speaking of mulberry, how is the Han Cheng going? Han Cheng is doing well. They are trying to make their farms and be happy about it. Wonderful. What is this button again? Oh, disband settlement. Don't want to do that. Speaking of Han Cheng, I just realized one thing when I clicked on the turn button. We did recruit some guys in Jiangxi, which could be useful for protecting the city. So we should probably do that. And select them here and move them over there. It will take 3 turns. Should have done it before. Now it's 3 turns that we hope we don't get attacked. And you can just try to get over the river and see what's on the other side. We actually don't know very little about what's north of the river. Alright, so this was the agreed upon location. We give some ample fertile plains. We're protected by a gentle hill. We have access to the rhinoceros, 2 of them. We have access to the wild game. We're close enough to the river to make a quay if we want to. We could probably get to the mulberry. It seems like a good idea. All good things. And well, 2 more turns until the settlement is completely, well, settled. The quay is done now in Cheng, so we should probably move on and claim more farmland for the people, so they don't starve to death. I want to see what the quay will do now. The quay, what do you do? Extends the distance over which waterborne trade may occur. Oh, this is upgrading it to a wharf even. Increase the value derived from that trade. Well, value multiplier 4 produces items for trade. Alright, hopefully they can establish some trade now. Will I be able to see here how's it going with the trade? Trade is only 19. Bear in mind that that's 40 in building upkeep for 1 bazaar. And if we just go over, let's see, over here. Over here. If we look at the quay, it costs 80. So currently it's 19, so it better pay up in the future. Otherwise it will be a giant waste of money and time. It's a terrible waste of money and time. We could also use another general, that would be pretty good. Considering we have all of these encounter opportunities. Unfortunately, they're a bit scattered all over the place. But it could still be useful. Okay, now we can settle over here. Actually, we can't unless the enemy gets away. The Dong Yi and the White D are all over me at this point. Which is a bit scary. There's another rhinoceros, which would make this a pretty good location to do. Settling over here and getting the fish, and this one over here. Yeah, all of these are good things. Settling over here. We have a lot of places where we want to settle. And speaking of settling, Han Cheng is doing better, I guess. They just need to get some more population so they can make more farms. And what has happened in the past turn? We have a new disease in the Fenjing. Oh, well, I thought Fenjing was part of my territory. Apparently not. Dongyi and the White Yi are now at peace. Wonderful. And the Dongyi and the Shang are now at peace. So, you know, the Dongyi, very peaceful suddenly. And here we have more farmlands. Oh. Okay, we could do an experiment. No, wait. We can't. I'm scared. Actually, production. Domestic resources. Oh, so it just gives free in food production. That makes more sense than my previous theory of that it would multiply the food production of a city by 3. And the White D and everyone are moving away so we can settle our town. Actually, the town is somewhat close to an enemy, which I guess they will not enjoy. Oh, we got an achievement for colonial. Okay, so the Shandong, we will make some more farms, and then we will go for technology, because we had 2 more technology that were done. 1 in power and 1 in thought. Terrace Gentle Hills and Terrace Steep Hills. That seems interesting, let's go for that. And in thought, we had a Priest King done. We could go for Oracle Bones. We could go for Natural Myth. I Ching and Wei Qi. Increases the Qi of all new leaders. That sounds good. Takes a long time, but we can do it. And any other news at all? No, no other news. And no new settlers. This one will have in 6 turns. This one will have in 4 turns. No settler, no settler. That's fine though. I also hope these will continue making farms. And turn over turn. So far things have been going very well. I am quite pleased with the progress that have been made. Phoenix sighted. Oh no. Tales have reached us from the countryside that a phoenix has been sighted. Such a bird is rarely seen and is usually a sign sent by heaven to herald the start of a new era. Why aren't they happy about it? I mean, a phoenix seems pretty cool. Chang declared war on the Chu rebels. Another farm. This area is starting to spread out. Erlito is starting to become a massive, massive town. And I'm a fan of that. Honestly, we should probably just have a few more peasant light spearmen to protect said town. And Chang over here, we could probably send this guy out on adventure. Such as taking that encounter opportunity and being happy. The only problem with this area is that it only has 1 light spearman to protect it. Which is dangerous. Here we can only recruit 1 more guy and that will cause some unrest in the city. Actually, there's no unrest here at all. Nor here, nor here. Okay, with these done, make more farms. Hancheng, Changdang, Erlito is actually losing some money at the moment, or losing some population. Jianqi is also losing some population due to far too high consumption of food while not actually producing much food at all. Zhejiangchai, they're doing well. Okay, so all of them are doing well. No more news. Let's get going. I like when you zoom out, you see these. It's almost like, I imagine, you know, in some movies when generals are standing over this board and they have this thing that they move the figurines on to simulate where the news are moving on a map. I kind of imagine that happening. Oh, the Chang wants to renew our Fraternal Harmony Pact. We're actually getting pretty close to the Shang. I'm worried about these though, so they are a bit too close. Here we have the White D. Here we have more White D. The White D is quite far north. If we scroll out on the map, we can see here that the Chu rebels are over here to our to the west. The Chu are over here to the southwest. We have to the far north the White D, to the north the Shang. While we are in the middle, as far as I can tell. Some farms done, nothing other. Let's speed up the turn and move about our business. Nothing seems to be happening. Some guys are moving around. We haven't been attacked in ages. And we have a Danyang disease. Hopefully it doesn't spread. In Hancheng we had one of those done. We should probably just go through them all and see where we need to upgrade our farms. Here we seem to need to upgrade some farms. I like that you can spread quite far with these. Like this city is becoming quite extent here in the west and will maybe soon even connect with some of those other ones. Shall we try? No, that seems very dangerous. Convert to farmland, which will probably remove the wild game. I'm assuming that's the case at least. But I don't really feel like trying. It seems dangerous to try. The people there are dependent on the wild game to produce the food. Nothing seems to be happening this time either, which is a good thing. Oh, what is this mine over there? Is it sealed? Kaolinite. This clay is excellent for the production of high-quality porcelain and other pottery. Interesting. And we have copper over here as well. Nothing that is too exciting for our civilization, perhaps. And we have a settler now in Yangshi available. So where will we send it? Well, Yangshi is a bit too far away to send over here for settling opportunity. Though we need one more over here and then one way over there. So we will recruit it. We'll recruit the settler and then we will have to travel out of quite a distance. Quite a distance. Anything else happening? There's a disease in Haojing, which is scary. Shandong has another farm done. We will expand our farming operations. It takes about 2 turns for pretty much any farmland to be converted. But nothing else is happening, just moving about our units. I wonder when the first war will start and who will be the instigator. Will it be us? Will it be the enemy? I don't really know at the moment. It's a bit worrisome. I don't want to... That's a very symbolic amount. One gold for a Fraternal Harmony Pact. Thank you very much. 1 gold, we will put it to good use. Oracle bonuses, increase authority by 1. We can either increase authority by 1 or culture by 1. I'm guessing... Wait, this is the wrong one. But I like that it saves the progress, so we can move. While it was the wrong one, we can survive. Medicine. Medicine is a good one. Medicine is a very good one. I like it. Reducing how many units get killed after battle and stuff like that. Hancheng, another farm is done. Let's add another one and move about. Oh, we have a, Dongyi. Oh, Noble Axemen. Scary. Those are strong. And there's another. So the Zhongyi and White D are moving White Axemen into my territory. Heir succeeds. Leader died. No! A venerable friend has passed from this world and gone to join his ancestors. We must make prayers and offerings to help his spirit make the journey. Can I know why he died? Because that seems a bit relevant. So now we have this guy as our leader. Which would probably then be decent to have, an heir. Wouldn't that be good? Can we do this in the edicts? Where was the edicts again? Here we do. Grand Commandant. Our enemies are many, and our ruler cannot be everywhere. Cost per turn, 80. We could relocate nobles. Immediately issue this edict. Will it be a permanent edict or just a temporary one? We will get a Grand Commandant though. Yeah, wonderful. Then because we need more characters. We only have 1 now, since the leader died apparently, for unknown reasons. It would be cool to have some Crusader Kings 2 style stuff. Oh, copper mine, gold mine, and jade quarry. Those will be good things overall, especially the copper mine. We could expand our operations here. Currently we only have what, exactly? Wait, why am I not able to see what we have here? Doesn't matter. What does matter though is not having a wooden palisade. Seems excessively dangerous. We should probably get it over here as well, because it doesn't cost anything per turn, though it is fairly expensive up front. Can we recruit any here? We can, and we will. Let's recruit some peasants. And move forward with our time and our day. And you're on my land, man. You're on my land. In my capital area. Don't you dare to do anything. Use of fire in the Bow region. I don't look forward to having those events happening. A new character in Erlito. Chu Jai. He will then take a few of his fellow men and head over here. And here we have... Who is this guy? Who is this? Can I see some information on you? Please provide information about yourself. Whatever. Move forward. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I've mentioned it before, but it does look pretty cool. Oh no. Forgot about the settlers. Sure. Chew. We don't need enemies at the moment. Quell unrest. As a ruler, heaven expects you to keep your people safe and happy, as did the sage kings of old. If you do not, then the people will see you as an evil tyrant and may rebel. Okay, why are you telling me? This seems a bit ominous. Unrest doesn't seem to be too high in any of these locations. Why are you telling me about it then? It's scary. Here we have that guy, and he will be sent to this area. And in Erlito, we have this fella. Wait, what hell? What happened to you? Where did you go over here? Hello? Soldier? What the hell? Okay, we will send him over here anyway, but... Why is it... Oh, I don't understand. I can move about. But it was a bit strange. We have a lot of settlers moving around now. I wonder how we will get these areas under city control. Is it adjacent to it? A settlement that contains or has adjacent... Ah, adjacent, wonderful. So we don't need to actually have it under our territory. Changdong. Farm. Convert to terraced farm. What? No, takes too long. There's not immediate need for that. Let's go through and... I mean, this is pretty cool. Now we can do converted to terraced farms. Let's instead do the fertile land. But that would make having some hillside... Like if this one, for example, will be very, very useful to have terraced farms. It will also make a city placed over here to be more viable, even though it takes ages to make this. Or does it? It takes 4 turns to make this one. And 4 turns to make this one. So maybe I just had more things queued up before. That would cause it. Convert to irrigated farmland. Yeah, just convert things. Make them better. Hancheng, actually, we forgot to convert things over here. There. Done and done. Any interesting things? Progress. In power. Now we can make a light chariot, or we can make a signaling, which would allow a barrack. So let's do a barrack, because I think we will need to have more advanced units. I don't like that they're following our settlers. I don't like that at all. And what is taking so long? There we go. Wooden palisade in Zhongshai done. Wonderful, wonderful. And who is this? The Chew. With settlers? What the hell? Don't dare settle in any place I've been looking at. The settler here will be reaching in a number of turns, and this one as well. So this is where we will take a break this time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time we will head on immediately and, well, settle more towns and expand the empire. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next video. Until then, have a good time, and I'll see you later.